Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi is more than just a graphic novel. It's a powerful memoir that opens a window into the complex history of Iran through the eyes of a young girl growing up during the Islamic Revolution. If you thought Mouse and Mouse 2 were very easy to read and an effective way to show history, then you will appreciate and understand this book. Persepolis teaches several important lessons and ideals. First, Persepolis teaches us that in every history book and every statistic, there are real people with real stories. Marjane's childhood was shaped by war, revolution, and oppression, but it's her personal experience that brings history to life. It reminds us to see history through human eyes, not just facts and dates. Second, Marjane uses drawing to process her experiences, to communicate her truth, and to challenge stereotypes about Iran and its people. Through Persepolis, she invites us to see beyond politics and media portrayals, to empathize with the human stories beneath. This reminds us that art isn't just entertainment, it's a way to heal, resist, and connect across cultures and generations. Third, Persepolis is about how political upheaval affects ordinary lives. We often hear about revolutions and wars as big historical events, but Persepolis brings history down to a human level. It shows how political decisions turn neighbors into enemies, how violence shatters childhoods, and how people make heartbreaking sacrifices just to survive. This personal perspective helps us understand that behind every headline there are real people, families, children, and friends whose lives are forever changed. And finally, we learn about Marjane herself. Marjane is a young girl caught between worlds. At home, her family encourages independent thinking. Outside, society demands conformity. Later, she moves to Europe, where she faces new challenges as an immigrant trying to fit in. Her struggle represents and reflects a universal truth. Identity is never simple. It's shaped by a culture, history, family, and personal choices. And sometimes, finding who you really are means questioning everything you thought you knew. I learned a lot from this book, especially about the Middle East's recent history and culture. The lessons learned in this book and the growth we see Marjane go through in this book really helps you experience history in a different way than just worksheets and studying. It lets you feel and sense what it was like to be her in her childhood and understand the hardships she had to go through rather than simply reading about it. Persepolis is a story of survival, growth, and hope. It teaches us that even in the darkest times, the human spirit can shine through courage, questioning, and storytelling. So if you haven't read Persepolis yet, I highly recommend picking it up. It's a book that opens your eyes, challenges your assumptions, and stays with you long after the last page. Thank you.